otherwise what's the point?
Oh, interesting warding. Up on the high ground near the mid lane.
Alright, so Quinn was here to make sure they couldn't check the ward, right? That's the idea, like you stand there to make sure that they can't do the tower...
Yeah, you orb forward, you ward faster, make sure they can't scout the ward or anything. And they were trying to send Treants as well, so Ace has sent his Treants mid to see where that Radiant Vision is, but they've so that's why that ward is up on the high ground then. They've put that there so the Treants can't scout it, and it's unlikely to be de-warded. So both of the rune spots have been scouted by Spirit, and they'll be able to see any potential moves, you know, from the Clockwork, or if Undying...
Like Phoenix Chaos Knight versus...
No, not really.
Okay. Okay, double checking. I mean,
I think Clockwork's got a pretty good timing to like bully them back, but if Prophet like oversteps, they could kill him.
Okay.
I think it's the top lane, honestly. You've got Rubik Centaur, Undying. You know, he's going to be bullying them back, but if he gets skewered lifted on the tower, he can easily die. As mid lane, Larl, he's got Fairy Fire and Bottle, dodges the orb. Let's see if Quinn jumps to it to steal it.
Oh no, he does.
To go for it. Wants to keep chipping away at the Storm Spirit instead. Will allow the Water Rune to get bottled up, dodges ahead, and then he can go down to the bottom rune for himself.
It's these small decisions by mid laners that matter so much, and I would love to know what his decision was to not... I mean, the courier was coming with a bottle, right? So obviously it was a disadvantage, but it feels like stealing that water rune would have been important. I guess he still gets the other one. And honestly, Troll always trades well in lanes. The only problem is the creep equilibrium has not really gone their way. They haven't been able to stop Mira at all. As in the mid lane, the trade continues, but Laurel will be able to survive this.
Everyone's running so low on resources, though. Quinn's out of mana, Lul's out of HP and mana. They kind of want one of their supports to die and just TV mid to refill their bottle at this point. Okay, they're going to get a Water Rune in 10 seconds, but even that's not going to keep them in contention. This mid lane keep fighting like they are. Lul with the Vortex, chipping away at Quinn. And a good move from Mira there, so guard the top Water Rune. See if... Get the bottom one, it's Miposhka that steals the southern rune, and Mira takes the top one, so yeah, mid lane is getting nothing from it. Empty bottles, empty hands, and sad times for everyone involved. Does Miposhka have dive? Does he want to jump forward?
It's like in the top lane now, they have an opportunity if they want to take advantage of the Rubik that's going for the courier. They just realized this, but Collapse is maybe a bit too strong. They also don't have any kill potential with just 2 points at the K. Celery is really, really committing to this build as much as he can. Try to harass Collapse out of lane. Duracho walking back to his tower himself. Now Collapse chasing at the Celery. There's a forward skewer. Interesting, as in the mid lane, they're also seeing an engagement here, hoping to go for Quinn. Quinn is burning up, and Quinn will die to the auto attacks from Laurel, getting the first blood. In the top lane, Celery used the tombstone to escape.
Yeah, see, that's one of the difficulties, right? Undying and Clockwork, they don't want to move out of their lanes, they're lane sitters. So the fact that they can't really come in and help means they're stuck there, and that opens up the ability for Team Spirit to get that kill. As Yatoro, getting blasted by the Battery Assault, gets out of danger ever so barely. Tofu should have enough in the tank here to...
And Quinn won't be getting the lead that he was hoping for, or the rotation he was hoping for either. Does have a Dream Coil now. This is the time to fight. The Dream Coil, leashed up is the Storm. Unfortunately, there are no friends to help out Quinn, so they knew his power spike. He's going to burn back up. Luckily, as an Ilzorb took it away, and a Waiting Rift too, but he will be taking a lot of damage. I mean, he was a Meepo player as well, right? He was a Nagasiren player. Like, this man, Lycan, he went back when Lycan was a carry. He can now play it off lane. So I do like seeing him on the MP, but...
Lol, this time. Vortex. Damage onto Quinn. Doesn't look like the punch can finish the job. And now the zip back in. Lol's going for the solo kill and gets the job done. Oh, that... knowing his limits. We talked about it.
Seems like it would be possible if they get a Dream Coil off.
They should be able to get in on
Oh, they got a root.
They got the root.
Yeah, now he's...
Skewer the troll across, but Celery and Tofu here. Quinn will arrive to try and secure the kill. And gets it in the end as well. And this is a troll going Battle Fury, so they need every little bit they can get. He's looking for that later game scaling.
Radiant structure.
Sure, I agree with that. I think going Axe first, a little bit of a troll, not the hero. It's just bad. I didn't mean to make a pun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, Kate. Don't look at me that way. But I do like the Axe build. I just don't think it's good enough to boost your farm. Mid lane, Storm is leashed. He got hit with the Wrath of Nature as well, and Nar will finally die. This time he did not know his limits. The Phoenix did, though, as he flies away from the Sprout, burning the trees along the way, and Gaming Gladiators will have to let that one go. But this is enabling if you're a Team Spirit. Once you get the level 6 on Phoenix, you threaten towers, you go, right, fight me. Good luck.
GG. gonna take this opportunity to smoke into the bottom jungle. Yatoro has 1,720 HP with strength, treads, and armor, but he's toggled off, and the hookshot comes in. They get the catch and the kill. Really well executed. That window was pretty... Quinn was poking mid, tried to go on the CK, and then took 70% of his HP in a couple of hits, and realized that's not a fight he wants to take. But the DD rune and a hookshot in, coil did snap, and the cogs are good. Catch out the Chaos Knight, and Lal trying to fight back and avenge his fallen brother. Oh my god, the 20 HP ball lightning back to safety, while Celery's killed Collapse on the other side of the map.
That was an odd push by Team Spirit. I wasn't expecting Yatoro to push that far in, and now in the mid lane they continue the assault. They want to get Phoenix. He's been silenced. A little bit more damage with the Rocket Flare, and Poshka will seemingly get away as they waiting Rift the puck himself.
Quinn.
He's burning up, but he is luckily out of there in time as Ace comes to protect his brother.
This is giving Gaming Gladiators, you've been saying it, the Quinn puck. Such a tremendous performance from him after a sad laning phase as they do catch Ace. Really well done there with Lal starting that initiation, allowing Collapse to be the second wave.
And it's going to be their tower that falls in first as Laurel. He wants to go for more. Celery is the target, but Quinn will protect him for now. There's a Dream Coil and they know it. They missed the winning Rift, which is why Laurel will keep his distance there.
That's more like it. Good deny though from Quinn. Radiant Ops ward over towards the Dire Ancients does expire, so Spirit lacking in the vision department as they go on the Storm again. Oh, but the catapult's in the way, doesn't seem like it matters. Tofu able to take down the Storm Spirit, and now Mira, next one on the menu. A jump forward from the puck into that orb, and Quinn hunting for a little bit more. Skewer out from Collapse gives him the safety he needed. Well, this is all space for Duracio's troll. Not only has he finished Battle Fury, but he's pushing bottom tier 1. A skewer mid. Celery dragged in towards tower, but it's a tanky Undying. Burgess Dale on the ground as well, and Collapse is being dived by Quinn. This puck just doesn't stop.
No.
Incredibly
Quinn.
annoying. The
Quinn.
nuisance gets caught. The big ulti is there. 2 ultis required, but every spell worth the kill.
That was definitely worth the kill. Finally putting a stop to the menace that is Quinn. And I mean, look, if you look at Team Spirit as well, they get the kill on Clockwork, sorry. If you look at them, they have the same amount of initiations, just taking longer to get online. The Storm and Magnus will eventually become equal threats to Quinn. So as long as you stave off the aggression from this early game, you are fine. They're not actually that worried about the early game. They just needed to make sure
On his way to BKB, so another big timing coming up for Gaming Gladiators.
Quinn, he wants to cut a lane, but they might cut his face.
Oh.
Chaos Bolt, Electric Vortex as well, and wow, the Phantasm was enough damage. I think he got 2 crits off that Phantasm.
That's some big damage from Yatoro. Oh, what Echo saying about it's his time to shine, and then we go again. Collapse and Lal pairing up to find the Undying. Mecha's up for that position 5 Undying though. He's got a fair amount of farm.
Yes, well, fair amount. Unfortunately, it seems like he's more positioned for Undying without having to worry about this uncontrollable aspect of it.
Smoke tongue for Spirit. Or just a hook shot in from Tofu. Big damage from Quinn. They're going to blow up both of them. Collapse and Poshka slaying Mira into the grave as well. That just ended as quickly as it started.
Yeah, that was a really good smoke positioning as well, taking advantage of the massive vision that Clockwork and Nature's Prophet both give you. And now they can take a tower in the mid lane as well, and this opens up the map to them, which allows them to get even more kills. Meanwhile, Duracho doing nothing but farming, and that's what you want.
Exactly, right? This is the plan. You go late game, you buy the Battle Fury, you've got Nature's Prophet. Puck is a supreme late game hero as well. The talent, the build up, that Octarine core ability, items give you the ability to spam out spell after
Decent
spell.
Roshan taking potential, right? CK's Reality Rift, you have a little minus armor, the other team has Troll, one of the few things he still does well, besides losing games.
Oh, they're smoking in there.
Oh, look at that, Troll. And double damage too.
Well, yeah, he's been farming all game. Why not
Oh.
farm the biggest creep on the map?
That's a great idea, of course, yeah. Puck, meanwhile, is disturbing the Storm Spirit. Can they kill him? That is going to be a nice RP into Supernova. 2 are stunned, 2 are dead, Gareth. Quinn gets away, pretending like he was never part of it. They did get away with an Aegis.
They did. That's Battle Trance.
That was actually the most successful troll build forever, right? The Yasha Satanic, the static resistance build, back when Satanic used to give you that. as they manage to root the storm. There's the hookshot as well, the cog pushback, but Laro's too quick with the BKB activation. There's no cog pushback at all, which means he gets away. They want to continue this initiation with an RP. They get the clock work, finding a Duracho who's fighting in the middle of 4.
1 minute on Aegis.
Duracho is still chasing after them. He just wants to waste the Aegis here as the battle trance activates him instead with a BKB. He's going to get a support here. Now committing to Collapse. Collapse, who's pretty low on HP, but plays in the trees and allows himself to get the safety as Duracho retreats instead. Dreamcall has been wasted in the backlines. Collapse tried to fish someone. He couldn't. And instead, it's going to be both teams disengaging. Team Spirit considering whether to go again, but deciding to eventually let them go.
Yeah, I missed the shockwave on
Telekinesis
the
now.
troll.
I mean, no more telekinesis to surprise him, mind you.
No vortex, telekinesis.
Yeah.
Very, very handy.
Second Roche now.
Another sneak.
I think Duracho will take it way too quickly, even if Poshka's nearby.
Well, that sentry.
Poshka might die for this?
He
No.
might.
No.
And Quinn doesn't jaunt to the orb. But Roshan down, Aegis claimed.
Oh, he took Shard?
Shard.
The troll took Shard, huh?
Rampage.
Yeah,
Exterminio.
that is, I guess, correct.
There are ways to play around it, but I just feel like all those ways are going to be counteracted by Quinn's fast fingers.
That's true. It's a little bit tough, right? I guess if 2 people jump at the same time, you can still get, like I said, the collapse blinking to force that could work.
Oh, troll
Is
getting
dead.
obliterated. It looks like first life's gone. Rash the nature
Exterminated.
bouncing, rooting. Quinn's in, trying to catch up to Yatoro and Mira. Hook shot flies across, sees collapse, blocks the Magnus out of the fight. Team Spirit disengaging, scattering off to the left-hand side as Mira and Lal might get caught up by Duracio's troll and Ace. Let's see if he can get in there with a sprout. No, looks like everybody's out of there.
Quinn, he's still hunting after Mira, and in fact, with the Dream Coil, he'll get it.
Oh, so he does.
Only a Rubik kill though, so not that big a deal for Gaming Gladiators. The loss of the Aegis seems more significant here, to be honest. And now we're back to the same thing, Gareth. Wait for the next Roche until you fight again.
Yeah, it just still feels like one of those games, and then you look at Gaming Gladiators and think they need another item now. They need something else to break through this.
But it does feel to me like Team Spirit has a little bit of a...
RP.
Oh?
Collapse has found the troll, but he's got BKB Battle Trance, turns and fights, Tombstone's down, and Collapse hits the ground. And Yatoro getting stunned up and caught out. He's been rooted and nearly killed. Oh, he turns though, big damage as Lal jumps in. Duracio heals. The Satanic keeps in running. And Gaming Gladiators with 3 monumental kills might just end this game.
Gareth, I said it was a good troll game.
You did.
One time it has to happen.
One time.
But, I mean, they've been playing this game magnificently. I don't think Team Spirit much to blame. I was going to tell you, I think their biggest problem...
Golden timer to show its face.
The rest of Team Spirit, they know they have to kind of try to fight this Roche. 20 seconds is what they're going to bank on, perhaps. Quinn, there's the Waning Rift. They already got rid of the Phoenix. No, he barely survives. Rocket Flare starting to rain down. That's been Poshka down. As they go for Duracho next. Activates BKB. Goodbye, Storm. Ceases to exist as Yatoro is also rooted. Duracho will get yet another kill. And only Collapse is capable of making it out for now. Instead, they try to finish off at Poshka a second time. Going for the racks, or the tier 3 rather, instead.
Yeah, they were trying to scan Roshan, thinking, hey, Gaming Gladiators going to go get that Aegis, we better stop them. Collapse shows his face, and the follow through from Gaming Gladiators, proving to be just far too strong. And Quinn toying with the backline, diving tier 4s, looking for the angle, and they take yet another lane of barracks. A full minute for Roshan to spawn, and that's going to be a full minute for the Gaming Gladiators to take out this 3rd lane, and look to claim their prize that awaits them in the pit. Oh, the scouting rocket flares allows Quinn to jump. Telekinesis is there, and a Waning Rift too, but GG's called. Collapse. He says he's had enough. He can't carry this game with Magnus, and Gaming Gladiator is going to fountain dive to finish this game off with a flourish.
Huge for Gaming Gladiators. I would say one of the biggest obstacles, particularly for this team in this group, was Team Spirit.
Very straightforward for the Gladiators to run in. So, but both teams are kind of similar in terms of their jump. They both have really good jump.
So you're not siding with any particular draft approach?
I'm siding with this Wraith Band on the Spirit Breaker, this Antifaz Espectral. Did I say that right?
Antifaz Espectral?
Antifaz?
Oh, sorry, that's my Spanish. I guess in Peruvian's Antifaz.
Okay, that was my guess. I've never seen items in a different language before. Oh, this one, Tango.
Yes, that's true. It's actually a word that everyone's tango.
It's like dance, right?
Yeah, it is. That's why it's named after, because you have to eat the rose after you finish the tango dance. You know that? Though you put a rose in your mouth, right? And if
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
eat it, then you're not really finishing it properly.
I don't know if you're fucking with me or
That's
not.
where Argentinians get their accent from. It's from all the roses they eat. That's
Yeah,
why it
that
sounds so
sounds-
sweet.
That sounds wow.
Fun fact, Gaming Gladiators. Tofu, when he first joined the team, when he first joined Celery, right? He didn't think that dying in lane was ever good, and so Celery did a crash course of how to die in lane for the first 6 months they were together. Explaining how sometimes it's good to like die to TP mid. As by the way, in the top lane, there is a little bit of a fight going on. Collapse has been body blocked by Tofu, and look at Tofu, he's committing for this. That is the armor coming into play. Tower can't beat Tofu, Mira can't beat Tofu. He's gonna try to get away, but with the charge and the magic damage, they'll get through that cape, because it's not made out of glimmer.
He really did tank those tower hits, and it didn't look like a big deal.
Model,
Quite
which is
powerful.
difficult to body block with, which is why Collapse is capable of getting away.
Lost a lot of health though. That's kind of like the advantage of. I guess you could always do the teleport switch here, but
Yeah, Fate Bolt, not enough. Not enough. There's the snare. No Boltos yet. Fate Bolt. He's gonna steal it. Yeah, he died to something. Purge. Not sure what, but he died to something.
they just hit him with their little fish daggers.
Yeah, Miposhka also gets killed in the bottom lane. Surprising that that happens, actually, but I guess Centaur does just create his own opportunity. Non-dying is not necessarily needed.
Yeah, that was a
Top.
little-
Oh, they have the Stampede now. Collapse. Doesn't matter if you're thin. If you're fast, then Collapse will be falling to this lean runner that is Duracho.
Toro bottom too.
Yatoro bottom is also being gone on. Ace will get the kill with double edge. Phoenix is TPing here. I don't know if that's going to work out. As in the top lane, Mira is getting some help from Laurel. And that is not going to turn into anything until Quinn rotates. Has a Dream Cold ready. He's coming for Mira, who's only level 3. This Spirit Breaker is unfortunately not strong enough to tank a whole Quinn gank. Now bottom, Ace is being Sun Raid. Can this Charred Cow die? No. The tankiness and the Ring of Health will save him.
What a value Stampede though. Ooh, he gets the kill on
Rotate
Ace.
towards him. Tofu is going to start that journey. Yatoro keeping himself in the trees, making sure he can't get gone on as. Tofu makes sure there's no reinforcements nearby. This is a free game for Hayes. He uses the Stampede. Yatoro the target. Quinn joins as well with double damage. That's going to be a dead Marcy as they even cancel the charge telekinesis. They steal the charge away from Tofu, becoming the better Spirit Breaker, and Mira will fall to one last double edge. Quinn going low, but utilizing the trees to escape as one illusory orb. Unfortunately, would not let him get away because the Wrath of Nature will find him, and that global potential will condemn Tofu and Quinn.
Some
Ace
teams
at
like pressure
least.
the area basically, mostly for nighttime it's more effective, but yeah, most likely that. See where the creep waves are coming, you can be most efficient and things like that.
Gaming Gladiator, they're taking over the triangle, taking advantage of this Stampede, and they kill off Miposhka and Laurel immediately as Yatoro is now stuck here. He's going to try to get rid of the Undying, but he just doesn't have enough damage.
Dude, Tofu did so much damage in that fight. Still had 4 points in Lightning Bolt here.
Wow.
He did 1,300 damage, 2 Lightning Bolts and 1 Fate Bolt. That's it. He did
Oh.
1,300 damage. He almost
Yeah.
matched Puck.
Catching Mira as well, who's still silenced. He's still no points in Bulldoze, by the ways. Using that extra healing, that's not going to save him.
Anything, and then eventually you become a late game powerhouse. That's not the idea behind the hero.
Yeah, you need some mid-game impact to gank side lanes. If you only have Arc Lightning, you can do some stuff, but it's like not even close to the same. Here's Stampede.
Yeah, they find Yatoro first. They stun him out as he tries to rebound himself to safety. And there's going to be a little bit of a turnaround, killing off Duracho, takes Azusa's damage. In fact, Azusa is still alive, but Laurel finally finished off by Quinn, who also catches Mira thanks to that extra vision. Tofu is the one that kills off Yatoro, stealing that Spirit Breaker ultimate. Ace comes in with a host stomp, Collapse in trouble, silence, Collapse. Can he run away? Of course not. He's an old man with a stick. It's going to be Gaming Gladiators getting a team wipe in this top lane. Losing their carry, sure. Losing their whole safe lane, in fact, but they're going to be okay with this as Tofu's still alive.
And they died really fast. Amplified damage based on them being illusion. So the HP that you get on illusion against magic damage is way high with Pipe. It's really effective. It's one of the things that Tundra used to abuse TI, basically.
Right. There's a Supernova committed down bottom, but we have an illusion running the puck, which guarantees that he can dispel those fiery spirits, and of course the help of his teammates.
Good timing for that. Alright, so good map
Oh,
position.
wait, top, Ace?
9,000.
They have another strike. Oh, they consider it, they cancel it. Mira. And he's gonna try to run away. Instead, the Stampede will catch him. Mira. He can't even get another strike off. He tries against the puck, but it's just impossible.
Oh my god. Spirit Breaker versus Puck or Ember is just not a good time, dude. You're like, ah!
That's the value of that pro is 325 gold total.
those highly leveled couriers. That's where you get that good shit, dude.
Quinn is just gonna go on the Phoenix. He could have got a more valuable target, so you might as well kill my Poshka unless you get rebounded on. And Quinn disappears. Rooted is Yatoro, who's just fighting back against Duracho. Duracho can't even sing. The Wrath of Nature gets rid of him. That's Tofu. He stole the spirits, but that's not enough damage, and the rebound will make sure that he goes down. Celery in a similar position, just being hunted down by 3 heroes. I take back what I said. This Marcy, this is simple Battle Fury. She is stronger than the whole of Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, Unleash is insanely good. It just does so much damage. So yeah, he just turns that on. Yeah.
He is. This makes Wrath of Nature pretty much always off. Oh.
Yep.
Oh wow, and this combo with this Perfect with Wrath of Nature as well. Works for a surprise root. Tofu instead, he's been sprouted, he has no Quelling Blade. Play does have a lot of armor. They just can't deal with Tofu, finally. They get this Rubik down. The rebound almost perfect, but it sets up for initiation for Duracho. Never mind, it's full on retreat. This Siren is not interested in luring anyone in.
Yeah, nicely done by Laurel. He uses the Yules offensively, so gives them a little bit of space there while protecting each other. Yeah, they lose Supernova, but it's not really that many resources.
Duracho, okay, at least he avoids the charge. He even gets a silence off, but he was not capable of dodging the lightning bolt there.
That was just really sick fight. Ace almost gets caught in the mid lane there.
Oh, he did actually with Wrath of Nature.
Bought his own 4-staff.
He did. Ace. This is a really angry Yatoro walking at him, but his BKB's about to run out, so he has to rebound himself to safety.
I mean, that's Ace basically saying, like, I need a solution against Marcy, and it is get my ass away from her when she initiates. And the 4-staff did it. It's weird and atypical, but you can't say it's bad on Centaur. Like, maybe there's some other items you'd prefer to buy, Lotus, some armor thing, but he just disengages, Yatoro doesn't expect it, and they lose BKB, and now Game Gladiators is like, okay, that's Roche, sick.
I actually love 4-Stomp on Centaur because you have that little trick where you can cancel the Hope Stomp animation, so you can actually, like, you can Hope Stomp while you slide, and if you know how to do that consistently.
He does need the raw damage, it sounds reasonable. See if Ace goes in.
Okay, Ace is not trying to go in, but he got gone on, so not really an option anymore. He's
Where the
dead.
fuck is his plate mail?
The Undying also gets saved here by the Rubik for now, but Tofu could be in trouble himself. Thank God he has armor, so he will barely survive. Gets the Fate Bolt off as well. Stole the Psychic on top of Duracho. Still hasn't died as Celery distracts the rest of the team and sacrifices himself so Gaming Gladiators can live. That's the difference between armor and no armor, my friend.
Yeah, a plate mail definitely would have done. I mean, he just disassembled his Vanguard to get the heart, so it was like he got it even quicker, right? It was not.
You also got the lifesteal off the crit.